Right now your mind is tuned to an invisible frequency. And this frequency, even if you don't realize it, is what determines how much money you attract, how many opportunities come your way, and to what extent abundance can flow into your life. Some people live in the scarcity channel. They repeat patterns, complain, say, "I can't" or "I can't afford it." And without realizing it, this tuning closes doors, blocks the flow, and keeps money away. Others, however, have discovered how to shift this mental station. And when they adjust their internal frequency to abundance, something powerful happens. Money begins to appear in unexpected, rapid, almost magical ways. And here's the big truth. In just 24 hours, you can reset your mind and change the channel. You don't need months of effort, nor years of struggle. What you need is clarity, intention, and a simple ritual that I'm going to show you now. Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing something has changed. A deposit message on your cell phone. A forgotten refund being released. An old customer who returns. Or even an unexpected gift. These are not coincidences. They are energy responses when you consciously choose to shift your frequency. Today, I'm going to show you how to do it. Abundance Reset in 24H. And if you stick with me until the end, you'll have a simple, fast, and powerful method for unlocking the flow of money. You don't have to wait years to transform your relationship with money. You don't need to spend months on expensive courses, nor depend on luck or external circumstances. With only a reset, you may start to notice changes as early as the next 24 hours. And I'm not talking about empty theories. I'm talking about concrete results that happen in unexpected ways. A forgotten refund that appears in your account. A returning customer who pays what they owed. A boss who offers overtime or even a surprise bonus. An unexpected gift from someone you love. Or even find money stored somewhere that you had forgotten about. This is the power of Abundance Reset in 24H. It works because it changes your mental tuning. And here's the secret. When you change the frequency within you, the reality outside of you responds. It's like turning the dial on a radio. As long as you're tuned to the scarcity station, you'll only hear noise, limitations, and lack. But just adjust to the season of abundance, and immediately you begin to capture new opportunities, new open doors, and new pathways for money to flow. And maybe you're wondering, will it work for me? The answer is simple. Yes, if you decide to allow yourself to. The universe doesn't play favorites. It responds to the vibration, the energy, and what you transmit. And when you send out a signal of abundance, you attract abundance back. What I'm going to share with you today is exactly that. A simple step-by-step guide, which can be done before bed, that will reset your mind and make room for money to find you in surprising ways. All you need to do is take the first step now. Because your frequency may change today. And the result could appear as early as tomorrow. You might be thinking, does this really work? Could it just be a coincidence? And that's why I want to share some real stories of ordinary people who decided to try the 24H Abundance Reset. Mark, from Chicago, worked long hours, was always tired and worried about overdue bills. That night, he decided to give it a try. He followed the steps. He took a deep breath, placed his hand over his heart, and repeated, "I reset my mind for abundance now." The next day, less than 24 hours later, his manager called him in for a chat. The surprise? He was asked to take on paid overtime, which meant more money coming in that very week. Mark told me, "I can't explain it, but it was like something had unlocked." Emily from Florida was also suspicious. But even so, before bed, she practiced visualizing money arriving. The next morning, she found an email from an old client she thought would never return. Not only did he come back, he sent her a payment of $300 that she never expected to receive. Emily said, "It was like magic. I reset it at night and woke up with money in my account. And it doesn't stop there." David from Los Angeles reported that after resetting, he found $50 in a jacket stored in his closet. Lisa from New York received a surprise transfer from a friend who had owed her money for years. These are just a few examples, but they all have one thing in common. A simple change in frequency brought quick, tangible, and unexpected results. What you need to understand is that the reset doesn't create money out of thin air. It opens doors, activates opportunities, and makes you see possibilities that were previously blocked. And if it worked for them, it can work for you too. The only difference between those who receive and those who continue to wait is the decision to believe and put it into practice. Now that you understand the power of resetting your mindset for abundance, I want to share with you a practical financial tip that can completely change the way money flows in your life. And this tip is simple, but extremely powerful. Perdizer, I can't afford it, I substitute por, how can I make this possible? This small change in language is a game changer. In the United States, it's common for people to get caught up in the habit of repeating negative phrases about money. I'm broke. I'll never get out of debt. I can't afford this. These phrases seem harmless, but they act as direct commands to your brain. Every time you say, I can't afford it, your brain shuts down the search for solutions. It's like hitting the don't look anymore button. But when you replace it with, how can I make this possible? Your brain changes state. It automatically enters solution mode, activating your reticular activating system, who begins to look for new ideas and opportunities. Suddenly, you realize you can use cashback apps like Rakuten, which give you cashback on online purchases. You discover that digital banks like Ally and Discover offer high-yield savings accounts, which pay up to 4% interest, while large traditional banks still offer almost nothing. Remember, you can cancel those useless streaming or gym subscriptions that are draining your account every month. Or you can even find ways to quickly generate extra income delivering with apps like DoorDash or Uber Eats, reselling on eBay, or even renting out spare space on Airbnb. Do you see the difference? The phrase, I can't afford it, closes doors, creates blocks and keeps you stuck. The phrase, how can I make this possible, opens your mind to solutions that were already around you, but that you couldn't see. And here's the connection to the abundance reset. When you combine spiritual practice, resetting your frequency with a simple ritual with financial practice, changing the way you talk and think about money, you create an irresistible magnetic field for new opportunities. It's spirituality and finance walking hand in hand. So starting today, make a commitment to yourself. Never again say, I can't afford it. Instead, take a deep breath and declare, how can I make this possible? You'll be surprised at how quickly answers start to appear. Energy responds to focus. This is a truth recognized by both science and spirituality. What you choose to observe, repeat, and believe becomes what you experience. Neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity. The human brain creates and reinforces neural pathways based on what you repeat daily. If you constantly say, I'm broke, I can't afford this, money is hard, your brain strengthens these circuits. And as a result, you begin to act, choose, and even see the world through this lens of scarcity. But when you repeat, I am abundant, money flows to me, I attract opportunities, you activate new circuits. These pathways, reinforced day after day, become your subconscious's autopilot. And here's something even more fascinating. The reticular activating system, RAS, the part of the brain that filters millions of pieces of information per second. It decides what you notice and what you ignore. When you start repeating positive affirmations about money, your RAS will begin to highlight opportunities you didn't see before. Suddenly, you see a job ad that seems made for you. A cashback app that gives you money back on common purchases. A simple investment in a high-yield account that was hidden among the banking options. These opportunities were always there, but you didn't notice them because you were tuned into another mental frequency. And that's where the mystical explanation comes in. Mystics and ancient traditions have always said that words are spells. When you speak, you create vibrations that shape your reality. In Kabbalah, Hinduism, Buddhism, and even shamanic traditions, the word is seen as creative. What you declare with emotion and repetition becomes a kind of energetic contract with the universe. So when you combine science and spirituality, it all makes sense. The brain creates pathways according to what you repeat. Energy responds to the vibration you emit. The universe returns at the same frequency that you transmit. That's why Fibonacci reset in 24-hit works. Because you interrupt old thought patterns and install new commands in your subconscious. You move from blocking phrases to opening phrases. You trade scarcity for abundance. And both your brain and the energy around you begin to work together to attract new forms of prosperity. This is not baseless magic. It's science and spirituality meeting at the same point. The power of repetition, focus, and intention. And when you use these principles consciously, results begin to appear quickly, often in less than 24 hours. Now it's time to put it all into practice. This is the simple, yet incredibly powerful ritual we call Abundance Reset in 24H. Follow me, step by step, and allow yourself to feel the change begin within you. Step 1. Conscious breathing. Find a quiet place where you can sit or lie down comfortably. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold for a few seconds, and release slowly through your mouth. Repeat this 3 times. Each breath clears the mind, slows down thoughts, and makes room for the energy of abundance to enter. Step 2. Hand on heart. Now place your right hand on your chest. Feel the rhythm of your heart. Realize that, in this beat, there is life, there is energy, there is proof that you are already sustained by a greater force. Step 3. The declaration. With your hand on your heart, repeat after me. I reset my mind for abundance now. Say it 3 times, firmly and with conviction. Let each word vibrate within you like new programming being installed in your subconscious. Step 4. The visualization. Now, imagine waking up tomorrow morning. See a notification of an unexpected deposit on your cell phone. View an email confirming a refund. Or even someone smiling and handing you money. Feel the emotion as if it were already happening. The relief, the joy, the gratitude. Step 5. Falling asleep in gratitude. When you go to sleep tonight, take this image with you. Let the last thought before closing your eyes be, I am open to receiving unexpected money within 24 hours. This is the reset. Simple, fast, and powerful. And if you do it today, you may very well wake up tomorrow and find that abundance has already answered your call. Now to consolidate everything you've done so far, let's use the activation phrase. This is the energetic password that reprograms your mind and sends a direct signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. First, close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Inhale, hold, release slowly. Let your shoulders relax. Once again, take a deep breath of the energy of abundance. Hold for 3 seconds and release any residue of fear or doubt. Last time, breathe in wealth, hold, and release to make space. Now place your right hand over your heart. Feel your heartbeat. This is the sound of life within you. This is the sound of abundance that already exists within your being. Repeat after me, out loud, as if you were recording this truth in your subconscious. I reset my mind for wealth and abundance in 24 hours. Once again, with even more force, I reset my mind for wealth and abundance in 24 hours. And for the 3rd time, with your hand firmly on your heart, declare, I reset my mind for wealth and abundance in 24 hours. Feel the vibration of these words echoing through your body. Notice how each repetition brings relief, as if old beliefs of scarcity are being erased, and new seeds of prosperity are now being planted. This is not just a sentence. It is a hard reset. Each time you repeat, you reconnect with the infinite flow of abundance. Every time you declare, you open more space for money to come to you in unexpected, quick, and surprising ways. And from now on, whenever you feel financial fear, put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath and repeat, I reset my mind for wealth and abundance in 24 hours. This is your code. This is your new starting point. If you've come this far, it's because a part of you has already decided, I'm ready to change my relationship with money. And that's the most important step. Because when you declare, when you act, you create movement. Now I want to ask you to take 3 very simple actions, but each one is symbolic, powerful, and sends a clear message to the universe that you are committed to abundance. First, click on the button like in this video. It's not just about supporting the channel, it's about saying, try for the energy of prosperity. Each click is like pressing the activation button for abundance in your life. Second, subscribe to the channel Now Money Abundance Mindset. Here you will find daily practices, rituals, and teachings to keep your mind attuned to wealth. Abundance isn't a one-time event, it's a lifestyle. By subscribing, you're choosing to surround yourself with positive energy every day, constantly reminding your subconscious that you were born to thrive. Third, and most important, leave a comment below writing the magic words, I reset for abundance. Write in capital letters with energy, as if it were a signature on the contract for your new financial life. When you write, it's not just a sentence, it's a public declaration, it's a pact with the universe. And the more people comment, the more this collective energy grows. Each comment creates a ripple that multiplies everyone's results. Imagine hundreds, thousands of people writing along with you. I reset for abundance. This isn't just engagement, it's a real energy field, it's a movement, it's a current of prosperity that you're now a part of. And here's a challenge. Come back tomorrow in the comments and tell us what sign, gift, surprise, or opportunity appeared for you. Because when you share, you inspire others to believe. And the more people believe, the stronger the wave becomes. So now it's your turn. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Comment, I reset for abundance. Do it with intention. Do it with faith. And get ready, because your reset has already begun.